Last night, the New York Times reported that Donald Trump was sending over his best girlfriend, Elon Musk, to the Pentagon to discuss some strategies regarding a possibility of a war with China and what they might do. Well, that's troubling. War with China? Who's even thinking about that? And Elon Musk, here's a guy that hasn't been elected, hasn't been sworn in, hasn't been approved by the Senate, nothing. Just some guy off the street they're sending over to the Pentagon to discuss strategies. Well, the next day, today, somebody asked Donald Trump about it, and he says, oh, no, it's nothing like that. That's a fake news story. That's a hoax. We're supposed to believe a pathological liar. Sorry, I don't. And this is typical of Donald Trump. When something comes out and he gets caught, then he pivots. He makes some other excuse or some other explanation. We don't know whether or not to believe Donald Trump. Elon Musk is breaking into any department he wants, so the idea that he would go into the Pentagon doesn't seem that fucking crazy. Now, Elizabeth Warren and Tammy Duckworth have sent a letter to Pete Hegseth, the director of the Department of Defense, and said, what were you talking about? Were you talking about military strategies? Were there classified information given to Elon Musk? It'll be interesting to see how they answer that. But here's the thing. They did not meet in a skiff, or the tank as they call it. They met in Hegseth's office. So you would presume there would be nothing highly classified being talked about if they weren't in the skiff. Unless Donald Trump doesn't want to give the impression that they're giving him information and they just do it in the office. Donald Trump does things like that. He tries to cover his ass. He doesn't care about security or country's security risk. We know that because he steals fucking documents and brings them down to Mar-a-Lago and puts them in his bathroom. This is all weird shit. Elon Musk, whether he was talking about nothing or he was talking about something, he should not have access to go into the Pentagon and talk about fucking anything.